Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Julie Mann, and I show men and women how they can live healthy, happy, sustainable lives by changing their habits and using cutting-edge products that help them to age well. And I'm absolutely delighted because today I'm joined by somebody who's absolutely fabulous. It's Karen Anderson Fignon. I'm not sure if I got your name right again. I always struggle with your surname, Karen, but have I got it right?
Got it right. You did it absolutely perfect this time.
Oh my goodness, this time, yeah. Anyway, Karen is going to share with us her healthy career habits. So over to you, Karen.
Hi. So I am a career developer, I guess you would say, or career coach. I have been a flight attendant for over 30 decades, which is a long time, and an art therapist. And it's taken me a long time to realize what it is that makes me happy. And I'm sure that when you start working with people, they don't realize what makes them happy right away. A lot of people just go for the job, but I wanted to share with you that once you start your career or you start a job, things that you need to think about to do on a regular basis so that you maintain that, high excitement of working in the field you've chosen. So one of the first things I found that we, especially as women, are told to multitask. Well, you know what? Multitasking does not work. It makes you do a lousy job on a little bit of everything instead of really focusing, honing in onto that one project that you want. And I mean, it even comes back like any of these practices you can take to your lifestyle at home too. Because, just think of like when you're trying to clean something and then you try to try to answer the phone and then you're trying to do something else. And then all of a sudden you've like either burned something on the ironing board or you've made a mess. So the first thing is try to just simplify, do one task at a time. The next thing is I'm a great list maker. And I think lists are very, very helpful. And I think it's a good thing to kind of plan out your week, like your Monday through Friday, what you want to accomplish for the week, but then your daily schedule. And one of the things I'm going to tell you about is you need to take something off your plate. I know I am the great overscheduler, and it gives me angst and anxiety when I have all these tasks that are going to be rolling over for the next day. And I think that we really need to sit back, and this is what COVID has done for me and the pandemic. We need to sit back and really say, what is realistic for us? Really, what is the quality of life? I don't know about you, but there was a time during COVID that I was home and I realized, wow, it's so nice to get up in the morning and just take a nice breath instead of like holding it in, like waiting for your day, to impact you. So are you agreeing with this, Julie? Is sounding good?
Absolutely. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah. And it's really hard to do that. But if you just start by taking just one thing, and if you're working in an office or you're in a team, maybe you can help, delegate it to somebody. We all want to be super people, women, men, and we can get everything done ourselves. But you know what, really, no, we can't. It's not healthy for us because it just puts too much stress on our daily life. And then we bring it home, which is something we never really want to do from the workplace. We definitely want to keep those barriers up. So that leads into my next tip. Everybody needs a support team. Because without support, you feel like an island and you're Robinson Crusoe, or I'm trying to think of the other one, which is not Forrest Gump. Who's the guy that played it? Help. And Will, yes, Tom Hanks on that island with Will. The only friend he had was, because if you don't have that support team, that's who you end up being. You make your own island, and that support team is the one that'll help you to take that task off your plate. And they're there, and it doesn't have to be work components, work people. It can be just friends or, cohorts that are in the same field that understand the stresses that you're going through. So it's really important to make sure that you also check in with your team. Like, be the one that says, you know what, we haven't met for over a month. Let's go out and have, meet for a drink or a coffee. Who's doing anything, or I know Zoom is like part of our lives now, but a Zoom call, with some cohorts of our therapists, we did a project together. We were all on the Zoom. We sat there and did our art together, showed each other, and wow, what a strong connection was. So culture your support team, make sure it's there and support them too. The next thing I say is, I call it a career wellness checkup, but yearly, think about, talking to somebody about your goals, because a lot of times, we go to the doctors for a physical every year. We go and we check in and we make sure that everything's up to snuff. Well, I think it's really important to check in with yourself, at least at the bare minimum. Check in with yourself, do a couple assessments, see where you are in the happiness, radar. Are you still finding fulfillment from your job? And is there something that you might need to change? And that's what you can go to a life coach, you can go to a career counselor. The career counselor is usually trying to find a job, but somebody maybe that would give you direction. Or there's so many free kind of programs online or partial free that aren't expensive that you could do on your own. But it's a really good thing to just check in with yourself and say, am I happy? Am I being fulfilled at work? Do I want to do this, for the next 5 years? Because that'll give you an idea. And if you don't, then that's what comes to the fifth thing, which is every couple months, I say, 3 times a year, I always do it New Year's Eve. Always, I make a vision board. And, you can call it whatever. You can call it a goal board, you can do a journey map, whatever you want to call it. And you can use whatever medium you want. You could make a collage, which is the medium I prefer, or you can journal it. You can journal what your vision is for the next. And I say this one, you're always pushing out. You don't want it something that's immediate. You want to do this yearly one for 3 years from now. This is what I wish. Or I would like to add another credential. Doesn't mean that you have to figure it out at this moment, but what do you want? Maybe another tool to put in your toolbox. Maybe you just want to learn to play the piano. So when you come home after a hard day of work, you can play or cook something or take cooking classes. So these are the things that should be in your vision board, not just where you want for your career. Because if you're not happy at home, if you're not happy, you're not going to be happy at work. Or vice versa. If you're not happy at work, you're going to bring it home and you're not going to be happy at home. So those are pretty much my tips.
Absolutely. I think they're brilliant, Karen. Absolutely brilliant. And for those of you that haven't seen the film with Tom Hanks, Will is a coconut. And who wants to be talking to a coconut? Well, even if you do, maybe not for as long as he had to. So thank you so much, Karen. Now, for those of you that don't really know much about Karen, please check her out. She's got so much to share, and I'm going to put all her links below this video. So check her out, ask her a question, find out a little bit more, and you'll also find my links there as well. So thank you ever so much for watching, everyone. And Karen, thank you.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to say thank you for my healthy habit tips, because I think I am glowing.